So today, James Bradberry was officially released. What are you waiting for? Go get him, Philly.
This is Philly Talk with Philly Mike. Talking sixes in the bird gang, that's our life. Competition, we ain't scared, yeah, that's what we like. Win or lose, you know we showing up and we gon' fight. You see we strive for the sky every day that go by. And every single week we scream and fly, eagles fly. This is Philly Talk with Philly Mike, yeah. This is Philly Talk with Philly Mike, yeah.
What is going on, everybody? I go by Philly Mike, and this is the Philly Talk Podcast. And today we are talking James Bradberry. I spoke about him last week. I think it was Thursday or Friday. We talked about James Bradberry possibly being released, but we knew he was going to be released. But there was a chance that the Giants could try to trade him. Now, trading him wouldn't have been something like a second or a third, because just like Amari Cooper got traded to the Browns for a fifth or sixth, is because all the teams got leverage, and they know that the Giants got to cut him. So if you do trade, it's to secure him on your team for 1 or 2 more years. But we all knew he was going to get cut, and we'll go over the reasons why. But before we get into it, help your boy out and hit that like button. Subscribe if you are new. Ding that notification bell so you know when these videos drop.
Keep that roots going, baby!
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Roots. This guy right here, James Bradberry, is the best corner on the market. He's honestly better than some starting CB2s across the NFL, right? There are teams out there that this man could probably be CB1. Now, if you're asking him to be CB1 after the last couple years he's had, he's a C+. He's a lower tier CB1. But if you look at him as your CB2, you're talking about B+. A B+ signing right here for what he can do alongside of a CB1 and a guy who can shore up the slot, and that is exactly what the Eagles got. Avonte Maddox is one of the best corners in the league when he's playing in the slot, and Darius Slay coming off a Pro Bowl because he locks down CB1. So this would fit perfect in the secondary. And if you look at the Eagles defense, the D-line is beefed back up. The linebacking core, there's a ton of upside in the Philadelphia Eagles linebacking core. I feel like we haven't been able to say that for a long time. Now, the safety spot is a little questionable, but I believe Kevon Wallace or Marcus Epps can shore that up alongside of Anthony Harris. But safety play can easily be elevated with great corner play, and that's Bradberry on one side, Slay on the other side, and Avonte Maddox. Now, when you look at Mario Goodrich, Josh Jobe, Tay Gowan, and Zach McPherson, that's cool. They can get better. They can do what they need to do. But last year, we didn't even have the personnel to play dime. I know Jonathan Gannon said he didn't know it, but it was more like he didn't have the personnel. And in today's game, they could spread you out 5 wide. 5 wide, you have to have depth at the cornerback position. And Bradberry's way better than Steven Nelson. And he's not going to cost that much. Now, there's going to be teams bidding for him because he is the best corner available. Simple and plain. There's other guys out there, but he rivals all of them. And if you're wondering why the Giants cut him, it's not because he's bad. He had to be cut. And Ian Rappaport, of course, quote tweeting Dan Dugan, but he's saying that it's confirmed he is released. But the Giants are releasing Bradberry after failing to find a trade partner per source. The move will create $10.1 million in cap savings, but it will leave $11.7 million in dead money for the New York Football Giants, and it's because he would have been a $21 million cap hit. There was no way they could have it. But the reason they didn't cut him right away is because they tried to find a trade partner, and nobody traded because they knew they could let him be cut and try to sign him without giving up any capital. But if a team really, really wanted his services, and I'm not sure how much was left on the deal, what they could have done was trade a fifth, a 6th-round pick, and you're like, well, why would they give him up for that? Because they got no leverage. Amari Cooper got traded for a 6th-round pick to the Cleveland Browns. Why? Because Dallas wanted any and everything. They were going to cut him anyways. So get a pick or don't get a pick, and I think that could have been offered from the Eagles just to secure it. But now that he's out, why not come to a team that's on the up and coming? They got veterans on that defense. You would fit perfect like a glove on this team. And oh, by the way, we made the playoffs and we're making another push. I'm not talking. I don't want to get too hype. I don't want to have to show you this, but, these things look really nice. These things look really nice. And, I got to ask my wife where we got this from because I know Nina and a couple people in the chat last live stream wanted to know. where I got it from, and I forgot, but I will link that in the description. Now, I want to show you this picture because this picture is important to me because tonight at 9 o'clock, the NFC East post-draft roundtable. Yes, post-draft roundtable. Cowboys Fan Talk, Philly Mike, The Entertainer, and Ed Oliver, right? We will be talking, and I will bring up Bradberry because the Washington football team are interested. The Raiders, the Ravens, and the Eagles are all interested. Cowboys not interested, cool. And we will talk to The Entertainer about James Bradberry because he was on his team, and he can't say nothing bad about him. He was their CB1 for the majority. It was a CB1. Since James Bradberry got there, he held down the CB1, and we can make his life better. We can bring them stats back up. When James Bradberry got to New York, he was playing low-key at a Pro Bowl level, but what was asked of him in that Giants defense to play CB1, to play wide receiver ones as the CB1, to play, a little bit out of his role and have no supporting cast around you, right? It made him look bad. I believe that Bradberry, I started this off by saying a C+ as a CB1, and I got to say that from what I saw him in his last year in New York, but maybe New York made him look worse. So I honestly think, first of all, CB2, you're talking about high end, but the guy got gas left in the tank, and with a supporting cast of Fletch, BG, Slay, N'Kobe Dean, Hassan Reddick, these guys are ballers. Avonte Maddox, if you think about him as a CB2, his name doesn't bring that much thunder. But as a slot corner, check the stats, check the numbers. He's one of the best in the NFL. And we're going to talk about it, right? We're going to talk about the draft picks. We're going to talk about this, that, and the third. And I am going to say that the Eagles have the best team in the NFC East. I don't care what Giants and Washington fans say. And the only one who's going to try to rival us is the Cowboys. And I don't care. Dak Prescott might be more solidified than Hurts, but it won't matter. The supporting cast is just growing too thick. A.J. Brown, Jordan Davis, N'Kobe Dean. We got starters. We got game changers. And if we add Bradberry, I'm just going to show you this one more time. I'm just going to show you this bad boy one more time. This junk thick. This junk nice. Let's go. Pause. With that being said, y'all know y'all football. Leave all your thoughts in the comment section, and the stream is already up. So when you're done watching this, go to my page and hit that reminder. I'm going to need Eagle Nation in here representing proud when we discuss Washington, Giants, Cowboys, Eagles, NFC East post-draft talk. I'll see y'all there. Leave your thoughts on James Bradberry. It's a no-brainer for me. It's a no-brainer. I said it on Thursday. I said it on Friday. I keep bringing it up. And now he's officially released. Get on the phone. Get on the phone. We out.